What's wrong is a massive push to eradicate all the YouTube channels, everybody who's talking about flat Earth, okay? There's the TV show, here's the propaganda. Nothing is by accident, everything is designed on these shows. And there it is, the push, the scuffling, the scoffing, the mocking. Nobody's mocking the Easter Bunny. Nobody's mocking Santa Claus. There's no concerted effort from the highest levels to debunk Santa Claus. So listen closely, this is what they're telling you. They say that you're spinning right now on Earth at 1,000 miles an hour. That's faster than the speed of sound. And that Earth is going around the sun at 66,000 miles an hour. That whole mess of shit, the solar system, is hurtling through the universe at 450,000 miles an hour, while that whole universe is expanding, which is moving there at over light speed. That's well over 1,000,000 miles an hour in 8 different directions, right? Add it all up, you're moving 800 miles per second. You don't feel a thing. It's absolute sorcery. It's wizardry. They've taken you out of your senses and they can sell you anything now. Hundreds of high altitude balloons, right? 120,000 feet up. That's it. That's your Earth. It's dead still. There's no curve. What's on the edge? No one really knows. You're not allowed to go there, but we know that the bathtub of the oceans is that ice wall in the Antarctic. The push is on. The censorship is on. If you haven't researched it yet, I'm afraid it's too late for you. Unless you know exactly where to go now, you will not find information on this subject. They are scrubbing it, right? They're taking it all down. You're getting your information from these lying criminals down at NASA. Okay, look at his lying eyes. It says it right here. It says it right here. Everybody loves that blue marble picture. He says, the guy designed it, right there. Robert Simmons. We wrapped the flat map around the ball. My part was integrating the surface, clouds, and oceans to match people's expectations. Designing something for your expectations is not a picture of anything. It's a cartoon. All right? All they have to do with one of their satellites is show us one full rotation of the Earth, and it'll put this entire thing to bed.
Why do you believe what you believe? Because at some point in your life, you trusted the information that somebody was giving you. And that someone you trusted told you that a car was a car, a tree was a tree, a bird was a bird, the blue stuff above you is the sky. And that's the way that we began to determine what we believe to be a fact. Most of the things that we believe to be a fact in our lives are told to us through our stories or the news that we hear. So my question would be, if they were deceiving you with the stories they tell you, would you be able to recognize that?
Let's talk about this entertainment.
I've been observing you.
What if this entertainment was more than just entertainment?
Now in complete control!
When you're driving home from work, what are you listening to? When you come home after a long day and turn on the TV, what do you see?
You guys are bracing.
Saying that the one.
Think about all the content you've seen throughout your whole life. A lot of it has actually made us who we are today.
So you don't know what's really going on.
Have you ever stopped for just a second, though, and questioned the content?
Good morning, Vietnam!
The only thing we consume more than content is air. But we actually think about the quality of the air we breathe. Maybe it's time to take a closer look at our content.
And fear. Access.
Our government's always controlled our content.
The fight for freedom.
We've just never paid attention.
Freedom of speech.
Message received.
The police occupy our community.
To work with the CIA to destabilize foreign countries.
This media that we're consuming at such a rapid rate, we need to slow down and think about what we're consuming.
Bullshit going on.
What if the people in charge didn't have our best interests in mind? Now we have to ask ourselves, who's influencing our content?
Is the CIA involved in Hollywood?
Yes.
This is The Big Picture, an official television report to the nation from the United States Army.
It was an OSS memo, the precursor to the CIA, where they were doing a study of the use of motion pictures in America as a means of psychological warfare. So it goes all the way back to pre-1947, when U.S. intelligence was using motion pictures to alter the thinking of Americans in the United States.
The morale of our troops is high. The laughter, music, and general entertainment which comes out of a single small package like this one have helped to build that morale.
The CIA is funneling information into Hollywood. Hollywood is putting out in the movies, and the population believes it.
Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about troubling irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.